Yo, what is going on, Steeler Nation? We are back with another episode of the Steel Factory podcast. This is our first one making one after a loss. How are we doing, gentlemen?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is there to say? The Steelers lost 17-14 to the New England Patriots for the home opener of the season. I don't think there was a point in this game where it even felt that close, though. I'd say. We start off with a 3-and-out. New England gets the ball and they drive all the way down. We held them to a field goal at least. You definitely sense the absence of TJ Watt. In the sense that there was no game-wrecking plays, I'd say, right, guys?
Oh, I say
Yeah.
he did. There was one play where the Minka pick. There was pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
Did we even record a sack?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
I think we
there
had
you go.
2 or 3 QB hits the whole game.
That's not good.
But I'd say New England offense is, not gonna say as bad as ours, but we only held them to, 3 points if you take away Okello getting mossed and the Gunnar Olszewski muff. Mac Jones only threw for, what was it? 250 yards, I believe, off the top, around there. He's not the best quarterback, but I don't know. We kind of relied more on our secondary, I'd say. That was kind of my thought process with TJ being out. And I'd give, you this can't be blamed on the defense at all. I mean, we can't be depending on them to make plays or cause 5 turnovers every week. It's just not sustainable. What do y'all think?
No, you're right. Like, we definitely can't expect to have games like that week 1 where we're just completely dominant, like, at all. And not that I expected the same this week, just because the Patriots offense was so bad.
Right.
But I didn't expect our defense to look as toothless as it did. Yeah, you're right. Never felt like Mac Jones was under any real pressure. Didn't even get a sack. We did have that interception, right? And that looked good, but it didn't look anything like what I thought our defense should look like against an offense of this caliber.
Yeah, you could sense the absence there of TJ. But yeah, let's flip it to what the hot topic is after this game. All right, 3 options here. Are you blaming this on Tomlin, Canada, or Mitch, if you have to pick one on this offense's performance?
I hate Canada with the passion.
This is well known.
I mean, Mitch is pretty bad too, but I think that's Tomlin's call to put in Kenny. But like he just has like no creativity to his offense. There's nothing exciting about his offense. It's just
There's nothing exciting about a jet sweep.
It's so predictable.
When that's the, I don't know, the marquee play in this offense, it's like the jet sweep. Ooh, who are running it to this time? Olszewski. How about that?
I feel like the motion was such a big part of like when he first came in. Like, oh, we're gonna get so much more motion, but the motion's just always the same. It's always Claypool or someone else running from the slot. Like, let's mix it up a little, or I don't know. It's just,
I would say
it's
this.
boring.
There was one that had George Pickens basically on a wheel route, and this is why I'm gonna say Trubisky from my question. He completely missed Pickens, wide open, going on the sideline. I'm gonna try to include as many clips on this because I had the time to watch the tape, and countless plays where Trubisky's just making the wrong decision with the ball. Looks like he's just eyeing down his check down from the get-go. I doubt there's anything pre-snap he's looking at, and it's just like, okay, I can't blame it on Canada because there's receivers open, and whether or not it be like that creative, the way they're getting open, there's guys open, and the O-line has exceeded expectations. Their expectations were really low. Mitch has time to pass. I think he was only sacked 2 times, and both of those times were on him. And just guys like Fryermuth on like a 3rd and 7, I believe he was wide open in the middle of the field, right? he said we should probably call plays that get guys open and down in the middle of the field. I mean, Trubisky was eyeing his check down to Najee the whole time instead of looking at Freiermuth down the middle, and he was past first down yardage, and it's getting frustrating at this point. And I honestly will blame Tomlin more than Canada because it's Tomlin's call to yank Mitch, and Mitch is not giving me anything outside of the intangibles that proves that he's a better starter right now.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Mitch is the answer at all. Like I remember last week we were going pretty hard at him, and I was talking to Rian afterwards. I was like, "You're going too hard at this guy, dude. It's not fair." But I'm gonna say, Rian was right. Mitch is garbage. He should have been yanked after week 1. I was trying not to be so reactionary.
I was ready to embrace Mitch for as long as we were putting up, at least average numbers. And yesterday I was just like, yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of there. Like, okay, like this year there's not a lot of expectations, and having Mitch at your QB would be okay so long as it wasn't terrible. And then we're at a point where it's like, okay, Canada's pretty fucking terrible, and the reasons are obvious. But then it's also Mitch is pretty fucking terrible because, there's players open and he's not making the throws. And it's not even that, like, he doesn't have the talent to make the throws. It's not like
or the time. He has the time too.
Yeah, right. Like there's throws that are open, and if he was like trying to get it to them, that'd be great, right? Like if he was throwing to Pickens on that wheel route, that'd be great. But he missed them. Okay, cool, right? Like we don't expect much, but you're not even doing that, right?
Doesn't he look like he's trying to? He's not like, even when he's going to check down, he's not like he's looking off a safety or anything. It's just nothing pre-snap. Gets the ball, looks at a check down. Maybe he'd look at Freiermuth as his first read or something. 5 yards past, but after that, it's just to Najee or Jalen Warren behind the line of scrimmage. And it's
even his interception, like it was.
Oh, that was terrible. That was coordinated.
Bad. He was staring it down like the whole way.
And Pickens was wide open on the side of the field, which is what we should have done. Which is all we always do.
All right. I have a stat here. Pickens played 97.2% of the offensive snaps. He has 1 catch for 23 yards, and that was on soft coverage because there was 22 seconds left in the first half, something like that. 23 seconds, 30 seconds. That's his only reception so far. I think he had 3 targets too in the last game against the Patriots, and then he had 3 targets again against the Bengals. He had one reception. This guy's not getting any looks. So he has two catches total, right?
Yeah, but last week was like 1 for 3 yards. This week was like
1 for 23.
20 yard.
Yeah, because they were playing soft because there was no time left. I don't know, man. This guy was supposed to be the top shit coming out of camp. He's barely getting any looks.
He's always open.
Oh, he is. He's always open. There's another one that was literally this would have been 6 easy. The safety came up on the play. Pickens was wide open, had man-to-man. He had him beat. If Mitch lays it on the right spot, Pickens is in for a score.
I feel like that's the worst miss in the wheel route.
Yeah, that was the worst too.
I think it would have been an easier throw as well, honestly.
Definitely. And then I think that what killed us here is the fourth quarter time of possession. We had 2 minutes and 41 seconds. The Patriots had 12 minutes, 19 seconds. That's the recipe to lose games. We had 7 total plays, offensive plays in the fourth quarter. The first play of the fourth quarter was the 1 touchdown we had. And then 2 straight 3-and-outs after our defense stopped the Patriots to give us an opportunity to take the lead. And we had 2 consecutive 3-and-outs where Mitch just looked like he was going straight to the check down. I don't know why. This one's going to be on coaching here, why we didn't go tempo at this point when it worked to end the third quarter. And Mitch actually looked sharp. It was like, okay, can we build on this? And nothing happened in the fourth quarter. What did you guys think of that?
That's why I blame Canada as well. Like 2 3-and-outs back to back. You know what Mitch is like. Set something up for him to have an easy throw. Let's do something different. I don't know.
I mean, I looked at those plays too, and there's guys wide open on the third down specifically.
But
you had Deontay cutting across middle of the field, open. He throws basically a jump ball to Najee.
That one's the worst one.
Even then, if you throw Najee a better ball, he's running towards the end zone because he's behind Matthew Judon on that play. I don't know, man. When Mitch does throw the ball, it doesn't look accurate half the time as well.
I feel like he was always throwing off his back foot. Like his mechanics are terrible.
90% of the time. I don't
His
know if
footwork
it's
is
he's
terrible.
nervous. He has the time sometimes, most of the time.
He's drifting away all the time. Like step up in the
Like
pocket.
you could point that out too when we had to throw up the Hail Mary at the end of the first half. It didn't even get close to the goal line. It was about 10 yards short, and yeah, he's thrown off the back foot.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean, both like what you guys said just kind of goes back to where we're at. Is like, is it Canada's fault? Is it Mitch's fault? Well, they're both fucking dog shit. Like Mitch has terrible mechanics. He can't make reads. He like doesn't make good passes. And then Canada is basically a terrible coach. He like has, it seems like he has terrible game plans and poor situational awareness as far as like what the offense should be doing, right?
I mean,
And what
Deontay
kind of-
and Claypool both came out and said like, we're only doing what Canada's telling us to do.
Yeah,
so
we
they're
can't
pretty
do
much
much.
calling him out.
I don't think
That's why I'm saying maybe Mitch is the problem, but if they're saying that as well, like come on.
Yeah.
Mitch looks terrible, right? And we haven't even given him the keys yet. I heard that he has no I don't know. I've heard two different things. I heard one say that he's checking out of deep throws, which it's visible on the field. He's not throwing anything more than 10 yards deep, and he also has no ability to audible. So
So that's
do you
bullshit
do
that
you
he-
just let Mitch be Mitch, or what is Mitch?
I mean, what's it matter if he audibles if it doesn't even look like he makes defensive reads?
Yeah, just that staring down Deontay was it for me.
Yeah,
That was
I
that was
mean,
bad.
and then one thing that kind of rubbed us the wrong way, or rubbed me the wrong way, Tomlin had a press conference this morning. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to hear it. But he basically pinned it on things like the Gunnar Olszewski muff, which that's clearly a turning point. That score flipped from 10-6 to 17-6. Akello getting mossed at the end of the first quarter or first half. That was 7 there, and then the sudden dropped INT, which Mac Jones made a worse play than Mitch all game on with that one. That dropped INT led to the Gunner muff. So it's like, there's little plays here and there, but that's just relying too much on our defense when they're already handicapped without TJ. You know what I mean?
I feel like I feel like talking about those kinds of plays as like your breaking point is kind of bullshit though. Like obviously, like right, they're game breaking plays. The Gunnar Olszewski stuff like that, like that fucks you over big time, right?
Yeah.
But the more the plays that you run the most, the things that you're doing the most, like creating an offensive game plan that's actually fucking good, like that will do magnitudes more for you in the game.
Your
than
offense
a
can't
muff
put up
punt.
more than 17 points with your defense, allowing 17 given those circumstances. You should expect to win the game. But when your offense is only generating 10 points, like, come on, man.
Yeah, this game isn't on the defense at all, right? Like obviously, like sure those plays suck, and they put us in really bad spots, but 17 points, that's great. That's great.
There was a Boswell 52-yarder again too that he had to nail to get us another 3 points, and that was off of a New England missed like 53-yarder as well to set us up a good field position. So it's all over the place, man. Like this offense isn't generating yards. Mitch, did I delete his stats off the doc? I think I did, but he was. I mean, again, he's like over 20 completions, under 200 yards, and I think that's a really good benchmark for how good your quarterback that you're not really entirely confident in to be at 21 completions for 33 attempts, 168 yards, not even close to 200.
I wouldn't be
TD and a
surprised
pick.
if we have like some of the lowest yards after catch in the league.
And that's with Mitch not putting it in good spots either. One thing I
Yeah.
liked about Pickett, and out of a lot of the things I like about it, is that he was putting the ball in spots that allowed receivers to get yards after the catch. Mitch is not
look,
doing that as well. I mean,
At this point, if they don't want to roll with Pickett at all this year for whatever reason, I'd rather see Mason. I'd rather see Mason.
someone made a good point that at least Mason would take advantage of the one deep safety that teams are giving us, those looks, because Mason actually has a good deep ball, and that's like the one good thing about him.
He'd at least attempt it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Hopefully Mitch like hears all this shit this week and just stops playing like a little bitch and just goes out on Thursday night.
That's
You
it-
stop
that's
being
it
a little
though, right?
bitch, Mitch.
Like you have everything to lose now. Like just go out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving him the Browns game, and even if we win and we only put up 20 points, I'm still calling for Kenny to come in mid game against the Jets. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Because like there's not enough stock of him to keep this up. We haven't seen enough good things for him to keep going. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. Mitch doesn't inspire any confidence at all going forward, right?
Oh yeah. But let's look at the good things from this game, if there are any.
All right, next segment.
The good thing is that it's over. Am I right?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah,
I felt like Najee in the pass game was cool.
Oh,
yeah, he looked
the
good.
Najee hurdle, that was pretty sick, right? I mean, how many times have you seen that? Plenty of times, but still, it fascinates me every time. Should he be getting that check down every time though? No.
No, I mean 4 or 5 a game is enough.
How many
Anything
receptions
more-
did he get?
He had 5 for 40.
For 40. See, Najee, our running back, is our second highest leader in reception yards for this game. That's a problem.
And we have like 3 studs at receivers.
We have Freiermuth, we have Deontay, we have Chase, and then Pickens. So it's like, I don't know, man. And then Najee's even missing holes too, man. This I don't know if the Liz Frank inherits his vision or not inherits. What's it called? Fucks up his vision. He's not seeing the holes. The O-line actually gave him a good hole for once, and he just completely bounced to the outside and did nothing.
Because he's not used to it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Man.
Old habits die hard, but
But yeah, let's chalk it up here. We're on to week 3. We're going to Cleveland to take on Browns on Thursday Night Football. I hate that this is a turnaround game like this, especially being on the road. And especially because the fact that, you can't throw Kenny in on a short week. Fuck you, yeah, you can. Who says no? I would. Kenny's really him. He'll be able to do it, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to see the Jacoby Brissett versus Mitch Trubisky showdown Thursday night. Sounds terrible on paper.
dude, Amazon is in shambles. Like,
Yeah.
They went from Mahomes versus Herbert last week to this.
That's literally the biggest drop off they'll probably ever have.
Bro, I'm kind of glad this is a Thursday nighter and I don't have to look forward all week to this because this is nothing to look forward to. The Browns lost at least though. We're still number 1 in the AFC North. Everyone else might have had worse losses than us this week. Who's the guy's name on the Cowboys? Chewy knows, right?
Was it Cooper Rush?
Yeah,
Cooper
they
Rush.
beat the Bengals. The Bengals have lost to Mitch Trubisky and Cooper Rush.
That's pretty bad.
should I sell low on my Jamar Chase fantasy pick?
I still have confidence.
Nah, that guy's still a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get on to it. The Browns lost to the Jets on Sunday.
In embarrassing fashion.
To Mr. Elite here, Joe Flacco threw for 307 yards, 4 tutties. They were down 13 points with less than 2 minutes left, and they did the whole thing. Got the onside kick and fucking came back. So that makes me even more nervous to play the Browns because they're probably pissed off that they choked that. Top of Nick Chubb getting 3 touchdowns. So I don't know. What do you guys think now?
I think the Browns are just gonna curb stomp us. I honestly have no confidence in this team at all. I mean, like Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb look crazy good.
Amari Cooper.
That's basically it, really. Like they're gonna run it down our throats, and we don't have not that our defense
TJ.
is bad, but
Devin Bush had an ankle too at the end of the game.
They're just gonna have the ball the whole game, so they're gonna eventually pull one out, like an 80-yard run.
Definitely.
yeah, I don't see this going well for us. Our offense is anemic. It's not looking good. And the Browns defense is solid.
And it's not like Jacoby Brissett played terrible. He had 22 completions for 27 attempts, 229 yards, a touchdown, and a pick came at the end of the game when they were trying to throw up a Hail Mary, I guess.
The Browns are like
What's up?
like right below average. I would put the Browns in like the 16 to 20. But like we're in the 26 to 32 competition at the moment.
Dang.
Which
I wouldn't say that.
Our offense for sure.
Yeah, our offense is like 32.
Our defensive TJ is 1.
1 and 32.
And what did they
That's how we
say? The
ended up.
best defense is the best offense? Oh yeah.
I don't believe that.
Read me the spread, Chewy. What's going on here? What are the geniuses saying right now for this game?
So the Browns are at home, so they're favored by 5, and the over/under is 38.5.
That's lower than the New England one. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Are you going under again collectively, or what do y'all think?
I'm gonna go over.
You think the Browns are
Really?
gonna put up that much on us? Actually, the Browns put up 30 something, right? Or just 30, right? It was 30-31. It's the
They put
Jets,
up
I think.
Good amount the last 2 games. More
Interesting.
than 25 both, I think.
Interesting.
the thing
I'm
is,
still gonna go under. I think I still trust our defense. Not allow the Browns to put up 20 plus, and I don't have any confidence in our offense as long as Mitch Trubisky's starting.
it's not that I'm not taking the under because I think our defense is good. It's because I think our offense is so bad. I don't see us scoring more than 10 points, and I could totally see them scoring like 4 touchdowns.
Fuck. Yeah. I'm still sticking with the under.
I'm taking the under too.
Has it been the under on each game so far? The Bengals game was the under too.
I'm not sure. I don't think we did the over/under.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that.
It was probably
was the
higher than
under.
40, right? Or 40.
Yeah, it was probably 40 something, but it was still the under, right? 23-20.
Probably.
What's the over under for our offensive points though? I'm gonna say 10 and a half.
I'll go over.
Go over. Yeah, part of me says that we're gonna be able to get actually a couple field goals in addition to a touchdown.
Yeah, I could see us scoring 13. All right, score predictions. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
let's get into it now. Chewy first.
I'm gonna go 24-16 Browns.
That's not a bad prediction. Shit. Junior.
I'm gonna go 27-13 Browns.
Fuck, 27-13.
That fucks up your over/under though.
Fuck. I'll say
Stupid
27-10, 27-10.
27-10. Let's see here. I've been thinking about this all day. I'll go ahead and say we're gonna lose first and foremost, and then give me 23-14. Actually, we'll get another 2-point conversion.
Fuck.
Actually, wait, it was 14-17, right? Yeah, we put up 14. Yeah, give me another 2-point conversion. 2 touchdowns and a 2-pointer. So 23-14.
What? 15?
23-14, 2 touchdowns, and
One
then a
touchdown.
or 1 touchdown, 2 field goals, and a 2-point conversion.
Oh, okay.
Just like this past week, 23-14. Any other thoughts, guys?
I have a feeling the Steelers will pull this out somehow, and then we'll.
Part of me
gas up Tomlin,
says,
just like the Bengals game.
yeah, there's always that, just because it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, that we're just gonna pull it out somehow. But then again, I gotta remind myself that we always start slow at the beginning of the year. We always lose these games from some stupid reason, and we just look flat out terrible. That happened last year. Happened in 2019 when we didn't have Ben too. 2018 as well. That's the year we tied the Browns week 1. Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be another one of those losses, and then we'll get it together for the Jets game.
I hope we lose, and then Kenny comes in for the Jets. That's just my best hope.
Oh, this is a fun question. Are you willing to get humiliated by the Brownies if it guarantees Kenny becomes a starter, literally like the Friday after the game?
Yeah,
100%.
Easily.
100%.
Easy money. I'll take that all day.
Like I'm talking Mitch getting his helmet put back on him by Myles Garrett. levels.
He just has to suck. He doesn't have to get his ass kicked.
Poor fucking Mason, dude. You think he's traumatized every time he goes back there?
Fuck that.
Oh my god! But
I'm just hoping Mitch gets COVID, and then we have to put in Kenny. You know, that'll be anything.
We'll reshoot this if something happens and Tomlin announces that Kenny's playing sometime between today, Monday afternoon, and Thursday morning. How about that? I doubt it though.
I doubt it. Tomlin won't do that.
Not on the short week, but yeah, we can only hope, man. We're all saying this is a last straw for Mitch, right? And then it's Kenny week 4.
I don't think that's actually gonna happen, but I would hope it does.
Oh,
That's
really?
our best case scenario. Honestly,
That's your best case. You don't think it's the probable scenario?
I don't think so. I think Tomlin's just.
You think he's too stubborn in his own ways, or what?
I don't know. I don't know if he's just scared of putting Pickett out there, or he's scared of our quarterback making mistakes. But like, just let him make mistakes. He's a rookie.
I think Tomlin is so hell bent on us trying to win off pure defense and making sure special teams and offense don't fuck it up. But that was the case this past week, and he honestly can't win in the league like that anymore. And Tomlin just needs to just hand the keys over to Kenny and let him, let the franchise era begin.
Just let him air it out 40 times a game. That's my option.
Fuck it.
Let him run no huddle all game. Fuck it.
Imagine.
If we suck, we suck. If not,
if we suck,
then we got a quarterback.
It's completely true though, right? Like it's like that super old school analysis. Well, we do really good when we're in no huddle, so we should just do that the whole time.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Either way, we'll find out if we have a quarterback in this.
Well, one thing too is just like we have like nothing in the beginning. Like you remember those times where, like, whenever we first get the ball to start the game, we'd have like a good plan going. We are already in a rhythm. We already know a set of plays. And then what was the one stat last year? Like we won like a full season's worth of games without scoring a touchdown on our first drive.
Yeah.
It's annoying, like especially because Bruce Arians was so good at that, and we saw that really well executed in that era of Ben. And then now it's just fucking shit.
It just sucks because you watch teams with like bad teams overall. They'll come out the first drive of the game, and it just works because they planned it correctly. And then the rest of the game they suck. But at least that first drive was.
It's like they had a script written. Like, is our script the 3 and out to have them thinking that we suck already, and then we finally start to get it going? Like, no, it's like
that's why Matt Canada should just. I hope Matt Canada gets hit by a bus in Cleveland.
Oh my god!
Like the game plan isn't on Mitch. That's just all Canada. Like that's why I have a problem with him more than Mitch.
That's the thing. I don't think Matt Canada.
I was at first. It was Matt Canada for me, and then I saw the tape and I see how many guys Mitch is missing are just not even looking their way, and I can't put that all on Canada.
I'd put it all on Canada. I don't know. You just see other teams like I was watching the Dolphins. The way they use Tyreek Hill, they put him everywhere in the backfield. The slot.
We got
outside.
dogs like that. We got George Pickens. We got Chase Claypool. We got Najee. These guys are dynamic, and they're playing handcuffed.
How often does Deontay go in motion? How often is he in the slot? Claypool doesn't even line up outside anymore, and he's a big ass receiver. Like, I think Pickens could be used like Jamar Chase.
Definitely, they're the same build, aren't they?
I think he's talented enough to at least play that role. He might not be as good, but at least put him in positions to like mess up the defense.
Yeah, boys. I didn't think this season was gonna be pretty. I did have things I wanted to see, especially on the offensive side of the ball, while Mitch was still starting. And I haven't seen anything of it. The whole thing about Canada too was like, all right, let's see what he could do while he has a quarterback with legs now, or at least isn't a statue. And I've seen nothing.
There's like no design runs either.
No design runs. The pocket's barely moving. You know what I mean? Like we thought Mitch would roll out more. And even when he rolls out, it's to the check down again. Yeah, I could rant all day about the offense. We got to cut it here before feelings are hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have anything else?
Are you willing
Yeah,
to
we can-
stand by your 13-4 prediction?
After yesterday, no.
You're 12-5 now.
I'm 2-15.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All three of us predicted, or not me at least, predicted 1-1, right? What if I had told you the 1-1 was gonna be losing to the Patriots but beating the Bengals like a month ago?
Would you take that? Like, I think you would. Is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at it like that. Like, okay, we won the game that we shouldn't have won, but then we lost the toss up. So it's like, okay,
I guess
makes up for it.
the
We're
way
still on
we
your
won.
we're on your 10-7 pace still. You should be happy about that.
Sorry, I mean without TJ, that's just gone down the drain though.
That's true too. Yeah, without TJ, it's like, yeah, are we gonna be able to hang with the Dolphins?
Yeah,
Hang with
I think
the Bills.
without TJ, it's more like 9-8 now.
He's like a 2-game difference for me. We might go 8-9 if we're lucky.
That's true. Tenants going a 2-game difference from 10-7 to 8-9. Crazy. Put it like
Does
that.
math check out?
Math checks
Yeah,
out,
it
man.
does, hey.
The numbers when the numbers are in front of you, it's pretty eye opening.
Yeah, fool.
All right, but let's cut it now. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll be back after what happens on Thursday night. Peace out.